Hi everybody, welcome back. So today I wanted to just show you a look that I've been doing a lot lately, and you can do a lot of different variations on this as what I've been doing too. But you know, I want to bring in some more rosy tones with this one because I feel like that gives it a lighter feel and also makes it appropriate for Valentine's Day if you're already thinking about Valentine's Day and you're like 5,000 steps ahead of the game. I don't think about it till like February 13th at 11:30 p.m. but that's just me. So today, in place of primer, I'm just gonna be doing a lot with my skincare to prep my skin. So I'm gonna use the First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream. Definitely have those winter rosy cheeks going today. It's like 18 degrees outside right now. Then I'm gonna prep my under eye using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. Almost forgot my key step. And I do want a very radiant look to my skin today, so I'm gonna use the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Pinklite. And this one is so good. Like these, I'm gonna try to keep it high in my cheekbones because as you can see, I sort of have some Frosty the Snowman or redness going on like right on the apples of my cheeks today. But I love the Strobe Cream. I feel like it just has this amazing look to it. It's a very like velvety, ultra diffused type of glow that it gives your cheeks. I'm gonna be layering up like a more pink glow first and then some more gold tone highlighters later. I sort of want that like ultra crisp, pink, pearly type of highlight, but if I just layer all straight up pink tone highlights, it can get a little bit chalky looking on my skin. Sorry you guys are still staring at my naked nails. Every time I do a video, I'm like, oh, I forgot to paint my nails, but I am gonna do it soon. I've actually been craving some long nails. We'll see. Then we're gonna go in with Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Porcelain. Sorry if it feels like I'm rushing today, but I am because I'm on the clock right now. It's the first time I've been filming with a babysitter, and usually I just take my jolly old time when I'm filming. It takes me usually way too long, but I'm trying to get a little bit more efficient in life in general, so we're just gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. That makes it more real life anyways. I feel like most people are just trying to get their makeup done because they got places to be and things to do. I have some fine lines on my forehead. I feel like I've had them forever, but try not to layer on the product too much. Like I don't do a ton of primers and a ton, like a really thick layer of foundation on my forehead. I just try to keep it as thin as possible. And that, I feel, really helps with that. Well, the rest of my face, cake it on. So I just applied my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer as an eye base, and then I set it with the tiniest bit of my Huda Beauty Loose Setting Powder. Then I'm gonna use my Benefit Hoola Bronzer as my transition shade. You could also use the shade Necessary from the Desi and Katie Friendcation palette. They are pretty much dupes for each other in my opinion. And I may dip into this. I'm gonna grab this brush. I feel like when I start off, I like a flatter crease brush just to pop it right directly into the crease, and it's gonna look harsher than I wanted to at first, but we're just gonna start off like this, and I'm bringing it all the way in. And I do like starting off with this bronzer because I feel like it doesn't pull too warm. So it is just gonna give us a nice base where you can put any color with this. So I think I'm mostly gonna be working from this Huda Beauty, the new Nude palette today. Isn't this color story just fabulous? No, but seriously, I really like it. I am gonna go in with this shade here called Secret, which is a nice rosy tone, and kind of mix it with Bare, so I get a nice lighter blending color. If you have a deeper skin tone, you wouldn't have to mix them. Using my Zoeva 134, I actually just start on the lid with this brush to blend the bottom edge and get some color on the lid, and then I can just slowly work up. So I know I'm not placing like too much color on my brow bone. I have so many like hair issues. Okay, then we're gonna build up that Hoola bronzer a bit more. I do like to bring everything all the way in just because it can look a little empty on the inner part of your lid if you don't do that. And it also just gives a nice little wraparound, fully framed out look to your eye look. I'm gonna dip into Churro so softly and just lightly dab that on the outer part of the lash line and then work it up into the crease a little bit. Yeah, see, I like that. If I would have just dipped straight into this and swished it all over, it would have been too warm, but I like the mix of both Hoola and that shade. Okay, so usually by this time I'm working with some harsh lines, taking that same blending brush and buffing her on out. For our lid, you could go in with that same Secret shade if you want. I want to use like a warmer rosy tone though, so I'm going to use this one called Teddy, and it's a nice soft matte, so it should just flow really nicely in with the other colors. What type of looks are you guys digging for the new year? Are you doing like natural, full glam? What are you feeling lately? Because I feel like it does go through cycles. Like 1 month I'm loving this type of look, the next it's on to the next. I'm gonna go back into this warmer brown here and just lightly tap the deeper one to lift that upper lash line here. Okay, so I just quickly did this eye and my eyebrows off camera. So then I'm gonna go in with my Benefit, I don't know why I just tapped my brush off. Don't have to. My Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer, and I'm using a little dual fiber brush from BH Cosmetics. These are my favorite brushes to use for this. I recently picked up the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealers in shades Fair and Light. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that's a good color. So I took shade Light around the face because I don't want the lightest shade to be all over my face. It might lighten up my foundation too much. So let's see what this looks like. Just blend it out. Ooh. I like it. I like that a lot. That looks really good. Okay, now we're gonna have to get a little bronzer going today, I can tell you that much. This is me with a self-tan, by the way. Just throwing that out there. So real quickly, I don't do my highlight first if I'm baking, but I don't think I'm gonna be baking anything on my face today. So I'm gonna use the Amrezy highlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm using that on a Laura Mercier fan brush. It's one of my favorite brushes for highlighting. It just gets in there and like grips the product and like kind of digs into it a little bit. Kind of hit it right here. Then I'm gonna go in with my little secret weapon. This is the Makeup Forever Starlit powder in the shade Iridescent Pearl number 13. It's still very cold outside and wintry, so it's kind of hard for me to like fully embrace a super yellowy, like bronzy type of highlight for me right now. It's only January, people. So this is nice for right now. It gives you that like glassy, sassy. And I know I used the Huda Beauty powder to set my lids, but I think I want to switch it up just a little bit for my under eye and use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Fair. So then I'm just setting my face using the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC30. I never like to not set my foundation at all because then I just feel like it comes off on my clothing and my hands if I touch my face. Then I'm going to apply my Too Faced Sweetheart Bronzer. So we just want a wash of Give Me Sun, a very light amount. So I'm going in with this ultra fluffy precision powder brush by Eco Tools. I feel like that's gonna put it exactly where we want it, just kind of right here. And then blend it over top of everything. This is by IT Cosmetics, and it is their Bye Bye Pores blush in the shade Je ne sais quoi. And I feel like, when have I worn a blush this pink in recent memory? This is like Barbie pink. But what I've been doing is taking it, and you do not need a lot, but sort of just hitting the apples first, and then blending it up, like up. Because I feel like that just gives more of a natural glow. And first, to finish the eyes up, I'm gonna take the shade either Necessary or your Hoola bronzer, whatever you wanna do. Just in the outermost corners. I'm gonna mostly keep it right here. That's gonna give us a nice rounded wing, sort of a very soft winged out look to the eye. Totally forgot about this, but I have been using the shade Double Life by Urban Decay. It's their 24/7 Glide On Pencil, and this is nice. It is like a rosy bronze. I won't say it's a rose gold, but a rosy bronze. But I do really like this because you get the look of a filled in waterline and that effect of like making your eye color pop without using a harsh color. So for my inner corner, I am going to use this Ofra highlighter in all of the lights. So you have a bunch of different options here. I'm just gonna go back and forth between the pink and the gold. And I'm gonna bring it inward a little bit. Brush it back in a little bit on the lower lash line. It gives us that pop. And right now I'm just applying the Velour Faux Mink lashes in the style Flawless. I also love finding a lash that fits my lash line perfectly, and these do, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm lazy and I don't always want to trim a lash. I just want to pop it on. So if you are doing this as more of an everyday look, you could totally skip the lashes. I have had a lot of eyelash loss when I was pregnant, so I am hoping that they'll, you know, grow on back anytime now. If I'm doing a look on camera, if I'm doing more of any kind of glam look, usually I will just pop on an eyelash. I did apply the Mad Lash mascara by The Balm to my upper lashes, so I'm just gonna give my lower lashes a little bit of love with that. I've honestly been really loving this mascara as I smear it all over. Okay. think we fixed it. Next, I'm gonna line my lips with the Zoeva Graphic Lips lip liner in the shade Eternal Brightness. And I have been looking for that perfect light pink glowy lip color. I don't think I've found it quite yet, but I've been using a mishmash of different things just to get the right color that I'm looking for. So, ooh, the sticker came off of this one. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am sorry, I'll try to find it online and list it down below for you guys. But you know, honestly, this is just a pink. And on top of that, I do the MAC Plush Glass in the shade Fashion Fanatic. I apply the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb on top of that, and then just sort of balances it out a little bit. Okay guys, so that is it for this look. I didn't have time to do my hair. But I hope you get the gist. I hope you enjoyed this video and this glam. I had fun creating this look with you guys. I think it's just nice to sort of do these kind of more blown out, diffused matte tones, and that's just what I've been digging lately, so I wanted to show you guys. And I hope you're having an amazing day. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!